Hello and welcome. Today I say I watched the video titled "You Will Never Marry a Thai Woman" after watching this for a minute or two before I clicked off. The video explores the challenges that some foreign men face when entering relationships with Thai women, especially around cultural expectations, financial dynamics and long-term compatibility. It presents a cautionary perspective highlighting some reoccurring themes. Right, so apparently if I watched this video 43 years ago, I would never have married my Thai wife. What a tragedy that would have been. All those decades of some happiness, loyalty and laughter. Dodged like a bullet, huh? Honestly, some of the stuff people come out with nowadays. Don't marry a Thai woman, they cry, as if the entire nation is secretly plotting to fleece every sunburnt foreigner who wanders into Bangkok with a wallet full of baht and no sense of direction. Let us set the record straight, shall we? I met my wife in 1980. She could speak a few words of English. I did not speak a word of Thai. We got by with a lot of pointing, guessing and me making a complete fool of myself in local markets. First lesson learned: sarcasm does not translate well in tonal languages. I once tried to joke about a chicken and ended up accidentally proposing marriage to a vegetable vendor. Anyway, fast forward 42 years and here we are, still bickering about whether to put coriander in the soup, still laughing when I try to dance, still married. Imagine that. Now, let us talk about this video. Apparently, marrying a Thai woman guarantees financial ruin, emotional trauma, and the loss of one's prized scooter. Furthermore, you will be treated like a walking ATM. Your in-laws will move in, rearrange your furniture, and expect you to fund the village fish pond renovation. What absolute tosh. Look, I will not sugarcoat it. Cross-cultural marriage is not a bloody vacation. If you thought you were getting a submissive Stepford wife with a side of pad Thai, you are in for a nasty surprise, mate. Thai culture is layered, it is subtle, and yes, it comes with expectations. Family matters, big time. When my wife first explained that she sends money home every month, I thought, alright, fair enough, a tenner here and there. Turned out to be more than a tenner. Turned out to be something called bun khun, a lifelong debt of gratitude to your parents. You cannot argue with it, you just nod, smile and watch the bank transfer go through. However, here is the thing, it is not about you. It is not about you being used. It is about responsibility, respect, which frankly we could use more of in the West. Have you seen how some people treat their parents back home? They would ship their own mother off to a retirement home over a game of bingo and a lukewarm fish pie. Yes, I had to learn. I had to eat things I could not pronounce and smile politely when her aunt explained to me, using zero English, why my Western lifestyle was funny. I had to stand there in the heat, sweating through my shirt, trying to wear properly, while small children laughed at my sunburnt ears. Nevertheless, was I being used, manipulated or played? No. I was being loved, but always challenged. Occasionally poked with cultural confusion, but never betrayed. Here is another thing the video gets wrong. It assumes every Thai woman is angling for a payout, like there is some shadowy agency handing out gold digger starter packs and telling them, right love, find a bloke with a pension and a pot belly. Newsflash, most Thai women do not want to marry clueless foreigners. They have seen the horror stories too. The blokes who rock up in Chang and sing a beer singlets, order beer at 10 AM and think Sawadee crap means I am now Thai, mate. No, the relationships that work out are the ones built on, you guessed it, trust, communication and maybe a bit of stubbornness. There were many times my wife has wanted to throttle me, like when I tried to haggle over a bowl of noodles or complained about ants in the sugar. However, we talked, she explained, I listened. Then we argued away, but at least we understood each other while doing it. Now, this point is important because if you are strolling into a Thai marriage with delusions of grandeur, thinking you are some kind of saviour offering financial stability in exchange for loyalty, you have misunderstood everything. That is not love, it is colonial cosplay. My wife did not marry me just for my wallet. Moreover, thank God, because I have never had a particularly impressive one. I did not marry her because I wanted a docile wife. Good grief, she has a temper like a wasp in a wind tunnel at times. We married each other because somehow, against the odds, two people from opposite ends of the globe found common ground, somewhere between dodgy grammar and badly cooked rice. Moreover, here is where I get a bit cheeky. If your marriage fell apart because she took everything, or the family was too demanding, maybe, just maybe, it was not only her fault. Maybe you walked into an entirely different culture and assumed it would bend to you. Maybe you did not learn the language, or understand the customs, or realize that if you marry one person, you marry their world. If you moved to Thailand and expected it to be like Milton Keynes with better weather and fewer parking fines, that is on you. So no, I do not regret a thing. Not the miscommunications, not the sweaty temples, not even the time her cousins tried to feed me fermented crab and I had to pretend I was not dying inside. Because what I got in return was a partner who has stood by me for over 40 years, who endured the UK summer twice with a scarf up to her eyes and never once complained aloud. We raised our kids with grace and grilled pork, who kept me grounded even when I deserved the boot up the backside. Would I advise someone to marry a Thai woman? No. I would advise them to know her first, learn her language, even if only a little, visit her family, understand her values, eat the bloody sticky rice and do not complain when it gets everywhere. Learn why face matters, why silence sometimes means more than a rant, why yes does not always mean agreement. Marriage is not tourism. It is not something you do because you got sunstroke and thought she smiled at you a bit longer than usual. Look, my friends, love is messy, wherever you go. However, blaming an entire country because you did not know how to talk to your wife, that is like blaming curry for your dodgy stomach when you have been eating Tesco microwave meals your whole life. Final thought from this grumpy old Englishman. Marriage anywhere requires emotional maturity, clear communication and mutual respect. Blanket warnings like never marry a Thai woman do disservice not just to Thai women but to many cross-cultural couples who have built beautiful lives together, often quietly, without the need to broadcast their success. If your biggest fear in life is being used for your money, maybe look at how you measure your own worth. If you believe Thai or otherwise are only after your bank balance, perhaps reflect on whether you have anything else to offer. Humour, kindness, the ability to do your own laundry. Because I promise you this, if all you bring to the table is cash, do not be surprised if that is all anyone ever sees in you. Me? I brought terrible puns, a receding hairline and an unshakable love for Marmite. Yet, over 42 years later, I am still here, still grumpy, still very much married. So please do not believe all what you see and hear on social media platforms about Thai or Islam women. It is just clickbait for the views and likes. Many, if not most of these types of videos about Thai women ruining Western men's lives do get many views, and then one man's perspective on the subject becomes fact. Do your own homework whenever you are thinking about getting married, and not just to a Thai woman, any woman. as marriage requires commitment and mutual respect by both parties, and it takes more than just money. That is my 2 bahts worth on the subject anyway. Nevertheless, what do I know about being married to a Thai woman? I am still learning day by day after all these years. If you have gotten this far into my video, please hit the like button, and then maybe the YouTube algorithm might start to recommend my channel. Furthermore, do leave a comment, as I would like to hear your opinions and perspective on cross-cultural marriages. Take care and bye bye.